Martin here, OnlyFans Guru, full-time van lifer and creator of a mindfulness podcast that's doing rather well. This week, this Sunday at 6 p.m. every Sunday, it's a bit of a talk through about my mindful journey and how I help other people. And I want to get it right. This one is finding freedom in your imperfections. Probably my biggest battle in life is my troublesome eclectic personality trait. For those who might be interested, I have a wonderful trait called dissociative identity disorder that can make me an absolute bit of a wanker with zero control over it. So when emotionally triggered, I react like a bloody 4-year-old, and I never used to understand it. It was only after, dare I say, a genuine diagnosis and then some fantastic therapy that I was able to sort of take ownership of it. But it still frustrates me, and I live with that imperfection. It prohibits me from doing things I'd like to do, and it gets me in a lot of trouble, which I then have to make amends for. So if you don't mind, I'm going to read this, try and do it verbatim because it takes me ages to write them. So here we go. Dear you, in our pursuit of perfection, we often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of self-criticism and anxiety. We strive for flawless performance in every aspect of our lives, only to be met with disappointment when we inevitably fall short. Or do we? Or, this moustache is getting too long, isn't it? This constant striving can leave us feeling inadequate, stressed, and even paralysed by fear of failure. Yeah, it does. But what if we embrace the imperfections, like I'm doing with my personality, instead of resisting it? And I don't use it as an excuse. I just tell people, close friends, this is what I am. What if we acknowledge that the mistakes are not only inevitable, but are also a valuable learning lesson? Although some mistakes I've made, I could really do without. The gift of imperfection. Imperfection is its essence, is a reminder of our humanity. It's a rare testament to the fact that we are constantly evolving and growing. When we embrace our imperfections, like not being able to read an auto cue, we open ourselves up to a sense of freedom and authenticity. We no longer need to hide our flaws or pretend to be someone we're not. That's really freeing, being you, embracing who you are. Embracing imperfections doesn't mean giving up on our goals or settling for mediocrity. It means recognizing that striving for excellence is not about achieving flawless results, but about the journey of growth and learning. It's about celebrating progress. But for me, it's about being out here. I cannot be indoors. I'm negatively agoraphobic. How to embrace imperfections? As always, a core value of mine is practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. Right? Acknowledge your own imperfections. All right? Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that your worth as a person is not defined by your accomplishments or failures. And that's a tricky one at the moment, thinking about failure, being a 60-year-old guy, having wobbly camera technique and actually living out of a van, which kind of suits me right down to the ground. But I still, sometimes you think society, especially at my age, I see some of my friends who are retired, how well they're doing. But would I be happy doing that? Could I ever done that? No, I can't. Am I happy being me? Yes, I am. Challenge negative self-talk. Become aware of the inner critic and challenge its negative messages. Replace self-criticism with self-compassion. Hard one. Instead of focusing on what you did wrong, focus on what you learned from that experience. Do it. Focus on progress, not perfection. Like me at the moment, The weight's not coming off at the moment, but I'm still being healthier. I'm still training and practicing. So before, you know, the old me would like, it's pointless. I'll never attain what I want. But now, you know, I am. It's a long journey. It's part of life, and I'm enjoying it. No matter how small. Shift your focus from achieving the perfect outcome to the journey and the growth of learning it. And I am. I'm enjoying this journey I'm on. Practice mindfulness, which is the core theme, isn't it? Like this. So this is Ardingly Showground, and this is part of their cross-country jumpy thing. And as you saw on the flyover video, there's a reservoir, which I'm hoping to get into later. And surround yourself by supportive people. Too long I had people in my life saying, why would anyone care what you think? Who's going to listen to you? Or why do you think you're special? And now I have friends who go for it, Mark, do it. You know, and then I have some of you commenting on here saying, you know, when I was at 500 subscribers or 900, saying, you've got these people listening in. And then there's a podcast with 100,000 subscribers. But I'm still me. I'm still thinking. So, you know, you're allowed those moments of introspection. Forgot what the word is. But surround yourself with people who empower you and support you. Now, 3 powerful tips to make it part of your daily routine. 1, 2, 3. Ready? The daily gratitude practice. Each morning, take a few moments to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. Me. Sorry. That's me coming on. Right, this simple practice can help shift your focus from shortcomings to the positive aspect of life. So for me, I wake up and I'm like, recently, I don't hurt anymore. I'm sort of on grips with my plantar fasciitis. My knees are still foobarred, but these barefoot shoes, these Seguro ones, they're excellent. Shout out. I have 5 pairs. They've really helped. The mistakes of the day journal. Each evening, now I've got something coming up. Write down one mistake you made that day instead of dwelling on the mistake itself. Reflect on what you learned from that experience. I still have an OCD habit where as I go to sleep, I rewind the day. I replay it to see what I could have done differently. I've done that all my life. It's not helped one bit, but I enjoy doing it. And thirdly, the self-compassion break. When you notice yourself engaging in self-criticism, take a few deep breaths and practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that you are human and everyone makes mistakes. Okay? Offer yourself words of support. I'm just going to have a mindful moment. Look at the bark on this tree. It's just the colours, the shapes, and the 3D different depths. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Embracing imperfections is a journey, not a destination. It requires consistent effort and practice, but the rewards are worth it. Oh, they are. Okay. By cultivating self-acceptance and compassion, we can reduce anxiety, increase our self-esteem, and live a more authentic and fulfilling life. It saved me, and as someone who's now fully embracing being a nomad, I like the solace and solitude. I understand when the darker parts of my soul are opening that door. Go and check out on my podcast and Calming Anxiety. I'll leave it in there if you want. If you want to learn more about DID, if you've got a friend or colleague with it or family member and you want to understand it, I did a podcast called Living with the 3 of Me. Have some tissues ready at the end. It's a bit of an emotive one. But that's it for this Sunday. I'm away having a fantastic time with my other family, my martial art family, but that'll be in next Thursday's upload as I travel around Kent and then back into Surrey for a bit more martial arts. And then later in February, I'm over in Wales. friends for swimming, and a bit of wilderness. Where do you suggest? If you've got swimming spots or just tips on living a solitudinous life, let me know. Thanks for watching. As always, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. It really helps me with the algorithm. I'm so close to being monetized, and then that means I can travel a bit more. I don't ask for anything. I don't sponsor anything, not even on my podcast. I have a frugal way of living. But yeah, please give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you next Thursday. Take care and be kind.